This one tool color graded one of the most famous movies like Oppenheimer, Dune, Avatar, and many more Hollywood movies. And the best part is you can get it for free. So why don't you try it out? This platform consists of 7 tabs and it has every single workspace you need to complete a production. VFX, colors, audio, you name it, and AI too. So I will try to make you understand every single fundamentals and every single workspace and how you can use it to achieve your projects. So this is going to be a beginner standard video where even a 10-year-old could understand. So moving on to the screen. As you can see, this is the workspace of DaVinci Resolve and you can see all 7 tabs. I know, don't get confused. This is just a beginner video and I'll make you understand how these tabs work so that you guys can try it out and try to be familiar with it. So moving on to the first tab, which is the media tab. This is where you import all your projects, your videos, your sound effects, your music, you name it. You can use this local drive to drag and drop it into your project. Most of the time I don't use this tab because I prefer dragging and dropping it through my folder, but just a reminder that you can even do it in DaVinci Resolve. So this media page plays a major role on creating your project, importing everything from your local storage. And next is the photo page, and this is the new feature that DaVinci Resolve released on the 21st version. And right now I don't have a photo. Let me take a photo. So this is an image and this is a raw footage. As you can see, this is shot in a RAW format. This was shot in a Sony camera using the ARW RAW format. And the main purpose why we color graders prefer RAW format is we have more flexibility over color grading it and we don't lose quality because RAW footages has so much, it preserves so much details where it doesn't lose quality while we edit. Whereas if you edit a JPEG format, you're going to lose quality because you're adding more colors on top of it. So this is a raw footage and you can see it looks very flat, but it looks the picture looks beautiful, but the colors looks very flat because it's on raw. So the main purpose of the photo page is to make your primary colors pop. This is not the advanced grading tab. The color page is the advanced one, but right now we are focusing on the photo page. This is where you use, this is like using Lightroom, and this is like using Photoshop because you have more flexibility over your photos and you can even add graphics as you want. So this is where you make your primary adjustments. Like if you, for example, if you want to get more details and look at more details and get more depth to the picture, you can try to increase your contrast. So you can see the before, which looks more flat, and after. Right now you can see this has more details. Like if you do the same thing on a JPEG, on a JPEG photo, you're gonna see there's gonna be so many loss in details. But when it comes to the raw footage, you see so many details have been preserved. And basically this is the main purpose of the photo page, where you can change your temperature as you prefer. Well, there is no right and wrong, it's all about your preference. So you can try it out and try to get the basic primary colors sorted through it. Next page is the edit page. This is where you cut page, sorry. This is where you organize your timeline. For now I just have one footage. Let me go to the next timeline, and as you can see, this shows you, this playhead shows you exactly where your timeline is while you play the video. And the best part is you can like move any text or anything and try to organize it accordingly. This doesn't have the most flexibility on your timeline, which is like making effects and everything. And even though you can make effects, you can't have more control over it, like speed ramping and etc. That comes to the next tab, which is the edit tab. This is your edit page. This is where you have more control over your timeline. You can add text, you can customize your text, you can add some animations if you want, move it up and down. and you can try to add some transitions over your audio. So, and you can speed ramp your videos. Like you can try to use speed ramping options. You can use the retime control to control the speed and also control the opacity and etc. So this is mainly about having more flexibility over your timeline. Next is your Fusion page. This is your Fusion page, and this is where your VFX and all your 3D environments could be made. So this is literally just like an After Effects where you can have a lot of compositions, a lot of effects, and a lot of control over your motion graphics in your videos. Like this is your clip. You can have this in a node-based structure because DaVinci is mostly focusing on node-based editing, especially on your Fusion tab. You can have a hierarchical structure of your edits. And for example, you have so many effects that you can add into your Fusion page. Like you can have an ambient look, you can add a background in order to make some motion storyline boards, and even you can have some beauty just to make your face move, and so many things. You can even have 3D, like when you type 3D, you have so many 3D environment models that you can use in order to enhance your video. One of the most thing that is one of the most feature that a lot of editors use in this platform is the tracker, because this helps you to track your image. This helps you to keep your subject in line with the frame of your video. So this is one of the most feature used in DaVinci Resolve, the tracker platform. This is where you can like stick an object in your frame wherever you want. It will never go off frame. So yeah, you have so many options and controls of it. So it's up to you. There is no right and wrong. You can be creative, try it out, and try to be more creative and try to build something that you love. And next is now this is the color page, and you might have seen this video on my reels and shorts, and you might have realized like, how did I even make this color pop, and what is the original footage looks like. So let me show you the original footage. This is the original footage, and I know it looks so flat and so colorless, but this is a format called S-Log3. This is a raw video format that was shot on a Sony camera, on my Sony camera. And the main reason why we shoot in S-Log3 is to have more details, so that we as color graders have more flexibility over editing the videos. Just like the raw in the photo page, this is a raw format called S-Log3 for the videos, and you can have more control over your videos. And you can see that just like before, DaVinci has a node-based grading, and every single tab or every single nodes have different type of information to bring this video to light. For example, this is the exposure node, and this is where I have balanced the light. For example, if you disable it, you can see that there's so much light and it's not well balanced. So I can use this node as an exposure node, and I can try to customize my exposure according to my needs. So yeah, this even you can even change more settings over here, but I prefer labeling every single node as its information is very well organized, so that in the future when you want to undo any edits, it will be very easy for you. Because when you do all your edits in one node, you won't be able to undo some of the edits that you want, and you will lose control over your edits. So this is the main reason why we use node format. Let me get back to normal, and you can see these are some masking information. I don't want to go much in detail just because this is a fundamental video. You can see the vignetting. I've created a vignette just to balance the lights just on the borders, so that it gives you more depth and more cinematic look. And also, just to get these glows, I've made a halation node. You can see now it has this cinematic tone where it gives you this glow, cinematic film grain glow that makes this video look more vibrant. And you don't need to always manually edit every single node. You can even create a new node for yourself and try to label it as light rays, and I've already searched it, so you can just type light rays and drag it and drop this effect and try to change the intensity according to your need. I know this doesn't look nice because this effect doesn't go well with the image, but I'm just saying overall you can have so much control over your videos. So this is the main structure of color grading, and this is mainly used on these Hollywood graded movies, especially Oppenheimer, Dune, and the Avatar, because the colors look so nice on those videos. So yeah, we can be creative as you want, and there are many different type of nodes for different purposes. I'll explain to you on the future videos what it does, because this is mostly on fundamentals, as I said. And next is the audio page. This is where you customize your audios, try to get Hollywood graded audio effects, especially when you are mostly doing 3D animations and everything. The main thing that makes a video pop is good audio. You can literally have it, customize it, and have more control over here. You can even have more control on your audio on your timeline page, but this has extra and more flexibility than any other tabs in this DaVinci. For example, you can add an equalizer. You can try to control your equalizer. You can try to have a low pass effect. You can control all the channels. You can add more channels to your audio just to customize it according to your needs. And also you can add effects. Let me show you some effects. So you can see there are so many effects. For example, you can have a reverb effect. This literally calculates how sound could be heard on different type of room spaces, just to have a practical knowledge of. So many options. I don't want to go in details. So this is mainly your audio page where you can optimize your audio according to your needs. Next is the deliver page. This is where your export settings are made. This is just like a normal editor software. Every editor software has an export page, and most of it has the same options, because there are limited options when it comes for video exports, like QuickTime. You have the Apple version of export and etc. You can even customize your codec, your encoder, especially if you have an RTX high-end GPU. You can use NVIDIA to render your video faster, but be aware sometimes you might have some quality difference. But it's really good that there is an encoder for NVIDIA, because some of the time you struggle rendering the image faster when you have heavy effects like depth of field and etc. So yes, if you have a dedicated GPU, it's going to be more beneficial. And you can also customize your bitrate according to your needs, and customize your audio codec, and many more. So short story, this is the main fundamental overall of DaVinci Resolve, and everything needs to be practiced, because even after watching this video you might have so many questions. Try to first create a video, like shoot a video, add it into the timeline. Use the free version, because free version has a lot of features. And you as a beginner, if you really love using DaVinci Resolve, make it an investment. Invest on the studio version, because studio version will give you more control and make your life more convenient. In DaVinci, you have an optimized platform, and all-in-one platform that's going to make your editing life more optimized. See you on the next video, and don't forget to subscribe.